Good day and welcome back to Turnbull Garage. So today, as you probably saw by the thumbnail, I picked myself up a new project. Actually, it's not too much of a project. It's more of a tool that I need to build my shop that's coming up here pretty soon. But let's have a look what I got. So what I got here is a 2006 Mitsubishi mini cab dump truck. Now this was a factory built dump truck because it does have some stuff in the dash specifically for the dump. It's not something that's been added on after the fact. Also, it's fairly rare to see a box that's 2-foot sides. You don't normally get to see that. They're normally down around halfway, just like my little mini truck here. But yeah, this one's the full dump box, which is going to be super handy for what I need it for. So let's go over a few little features of this truck that is pretty cool. So looking at the interior, there's actually quite a bit of space because this one's got sort of the nose that sticks out a little bit, and so it's quite a bit of foot room. This one, believe it or not, has got power steering. I didn't even know they made power steering with these little trucks, so that's pretty cool. Four-wheel drive, push-button four-wheel drive, which is nice. This is quite interesting. I didn't know what this switch right here was for. I had to look in the owner's manual, which it came with right here, but it's all in Japanese, so I had to use my Google Translate and find it. But this is actually to adjust the angle of your headlights up and down depending on how much of a load you have in the back. If it's heavy in the back and the truck is sort of tail dragging, you can aim your lights lower. The higher the number, the lower the headlights go. Pretty cool. Yeah, this is to raise and lower your dump box. This thing, turn it on. Oh, I need my key. Hold on. Okay, key's on. This little switch comes with although it doesn't spin, it's a magnetic. I'll probably fix that. It's a little magnetic thing you stick on the roof, drive around, and yeah, that's pretty funny. For the shifter down here, 5-speed, you've got a high-low, manual high-low transfer case. The radio is going to have to be changed because this is an original Japanese radio, which their frequencies don't work in North America, so that one's going to get changed out. Glove box, air conditioning. That's nice, having air conditioning. And it's got almost 109,000 kilometers on it. Pretty low mileage. So from looking at these, they seem to be a lot like the Suzuki Carries. You can flip the seat down, and behind there is a jack behind your seat here that you can a bar to crank that. There's also, you can slide the seat forward. Hang on a sec here. And there's a lug nut wrench. But also, if you slide the seat back and flip this down, undo 2 clasps down here, you can lift this up, and the engine's down there. A little tether to hang on to hold the seat up. And yeah, you've got your air cleaner box, your oil dipstick, your radiator fill, fuse panel. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That's it's the same layout as the Suzuki Carry, like exactly. Looking over at the passenger side or the left side of the vehicle, the seat, much like the Suzuki Carry, this is fixed. You can't move this. And when you lift the seat up from the bottom, which is a little bit different than the Suzuki Carry, it actually just lifts off. You can take it out of the way, and there's your other side of the engine. You got power steering reservoir, your oil fill, and you got your 3 coil-on plugs right there. But and also you got your washer fluid and your radiator overflow tank. Looks like I need to add some washer fluid. But yeah, it's very much like the Suzuki Carry. Pretty much the same as every other K truck. The battery is located on the left side, is in the middle of the truck here. I don't know if this has a cover normally. I'm not sure on this one. I know some of them have got a cover. This one obviously doesn't. I don't know if it came with one. I might look into that. Also, it's got new tires on it and brakes. These are 145/80 for 12-inch. They're 12-inch wheels, so new tires on them, so that's nice. Let's look at the box here. So looking at the back of the truck, there's a little bit of rust on this box. You know, this summer I plan on fixing this up a little bit, getting this repainted. There is some damage on this back bumper. I'm going to try and see if I can pull it out between the excavator and my tow truck give some of these things a yank and see if we can pull the bottom out. But to open this up, basically flip this clasp up, lift the two levers, there we go, and open up the box. And then when you swing the doors open, there's a little hook here. That hooks in the side of the box. All right, let's get to the important part. And there you go. That's how long it takes to lift it up, dump it up, and then it's just a gravity return down. Pretty slick. So with the box lifted up, obviously you can get to a lot of stuff underneath here, and there is a safety bar that goes into a little pocket there, and then you lower the box down onto that safety bar. So the reason I know this is a factory dump box on this truck is when you hold the button to actuate it, you'll see a little icon pops up right there, a little picture of a dump truck, and that allows you to actuate the box. So looking underneath, a lot of stuff going on here, but basically there's some solenoids there. It's a vacuum actuated down here, 4-wheel drive. So it just engages this little lever, which puts you in and out of 4-wheel drive. Like I say before, manual transfer case. But, oh, and also this is your hydraulic unit under here. I don't know what this is for, probably just to keep crap off of it. But yeah, that's the solenoid to actuate the motor, and there's your reservoir for the hydraulic fluid. Fuel tank back here is fuel injected, obviously, so if you ever needed to change the fuel pump, how nice is that? It's right there. Yeah, super cool little truck. I'm very happy with it. It's going to be very handy for what I need. However, there is one problem. And the problem is you can't get the truck into gear. When you push your clutch, you can still not get it into gear with the engine running. There is a problem. I don't know if it's the cable needs adjusting or it's the clutch. So the clutch cable is up there on the right side, goes into the bell housing. It's not hard to get to. And if I have to drop this transmission, they're super light, easy to do. So, and also being down underneath here, it should be also a breeze. There's a box lifted up, you can get to it. So the gentleman that I bought this from, he drove it up until it had been sitting about 2 weeks. He drove it all the time, and it just decided to quit on him. So I don't know if the clutch disc is frozen on the splines, possibly. I can't see that, but anyway, I'm gonna fiddle with this and see if I can get it going. What I did to get it here is I towed it here and then jammed it into gear, and just drove it up here, and there was no way to push the clutch in. Just rolled the truck, put it into gear at the right RPM, and then yeah, just drove it up here. But now it's stuck here. I've got to try and fix it. All right, so when I bought this truck, the guy was obviously quite embarrassed because it wouldn't go into gear. I could hear him trying to grind it, and we couldn't get it to go. So I got it for a bit of a deal because of that. He just needed it gone. You wouldn't believe what I just did to fix it. I just fixed it. I think it was the clutch disc was frozen or rusted potentially or something onto the flywheel. I put it into reverse, turned the key to start it, which it kind of went. It doesn't have enough power on the starter. I couldn't roll the truck back. But then I started, and then I put the clutch in to start it, and it started in reverse. Let the clutch out, and it works. So it was the clutch disc that was frozen up a bit on the splines. Probably not the splines. It was probably just stuck between either the pressure plate or the flywheel. It works fine. Clutch needs a bit of an adjustment, but I've got myself a perfectly good working dump truck now. Other than the yellow light that I got to fix. I'm going to fix it because I love that little yellow light. I think that's the coolest part of the whole truck. Yeah, so there you go. There's a couple things I got to do. A new radio. Definitely got to put a radio in it. And the headlights are really faded. I'm going to have to take these out and give them a polish because they need it. But that is it. Looks like I got myself a running dump truck. right, so that's pretty much going to do it for this video. Just wanted to show you the new purchase of my little dump truck. Now the sandbar over there, that's what I call Mighty Mo, and I've decided I'm going to call this one over here Titan. I don't know why, just kind of stuck. But yeah, Titan, you're going to see it in a lot more videos coming up here soon, because when I start building my shop coming up in January, should be early January, I'm going to start breaking ground. I need a lot of dirt I need to move, and this little truck is going to be handy with my excavator to help me move that dirt around to start doing my foundation. But anyway, that's coming up in future videos. So if you haven't subscribed already, think about doing so, and you'll see lots of cool stuff coming up. Building the shop is going to be a massive thing for me to do. Looking forward to it. Getting really close. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Have yourself a great day.